I'm John Champion, and covering this game alongside me, someone who certainly knows a thing or two about playing at the top level, it's Jim Beglin. The lineups for today.
In goal, it's Jesus, Rafael Varane,
Sergio Ramos,
Nacho Fernandez,
Fabio Coentrao,
Casemiro,
Khedira, Ida Ramendi,
providing the goal-scoring threat.
Bale,
Isco,
Morata, off we go then. The first effort of the game.
Well, he didn't really get hold of that one. It was a weak effort in the end.
looking to receive the ball, break could be on.
That's just great pace to get back in position from Morata.
Well within his range. Good strike, but straight at the keeper.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and he had to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he just opted for raw power.
Isco.
Adriano. Morata. Thumps it long. Hits a ball in. Oh, he's lost out there. Here's Isco. Sanchez. A long ball forward. Good strong run down the right. Now looking though for some support. Sanchez. He got back very well there. It was good defending.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
He did well to get it. What next? And he'll shoot! That's probably caused a few sighs.
There's certainly no harm in trying from that distance. He's cocky enough to have a go, but you have to be so accurate from there.
And that's been intercepted. Sergio Ramos knocks it forward. Sanchez has it back now. Off the wall. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Ida Ramendi plays it upfield. Long ball over the top. It's a threatening through ball. Ida Ramendi. Here's Isco. Now through to Morata. Khedira. Here's Morata. Opportunity maybe for a shot here. Bale! Real Madrid have scored! And that's the opener for this game. Find some words to do justice to that goal.
You know, looking back on that, I honestly think that the keeper could have helped that situation. You can see the whole picture in front of him and let that defence know. But it seems the message didn't come across very well, and I think they were duly punished.
They've got off to a very good start. Restarts with a throw-in. Adriano. Casemiro. Looking to carve open the defence. Here's a shot.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
What are your thoughts on the goal, Jim Beglin?
Look, you can only exploit the space if the pass is good enough. And in that instance, it was instinctive and quick, and it did the damage.
The game restarts with the scores level again.
Oh, look, I love watching games like this when both teams have given everything they've got to try and win it. This is all the makings of a cracker.
Sergio Ramos is looking to drive one in.
Well, we know that, all teams practice set pieces extensively on the training ground now, and this is a very good chance now to get good ball in from the first corner. Get the big man.
Real Madrid have scored. That could well turn out to be the winner they've been looking for. Well, what can you say about that goal?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
They've got a precious one-goal lead.
Oh, look, it's lovely having a player with such ability in your side. He's always capable of coming up with something important, and he's done it again.
Adriano launches the ball forward. Adriano moving forwards. Possibility here for a cross. He decides to shoot. Puts it away. This is turning out to be quite a contest.
Oh, this is a real show of character. Rather than let their heads drop, they've stood proud and fought hard. Brilliant.
find some words to do justice to that goal.
Yeah, I've got great admiration for the finish, but I've even more admiration for the pass that set it up. It was delicious.
They're back level again.
Oh, this is real tit-for-tat stuff. It's difficult to see which one has the drive and determination to come out on top now.
Adriano. A long ball forward, looking to receive the ball. Break could be on. Rafael Varane makes the interception.
It's never easy keeping the ball under control when the pressure's been applied like that. I think he asked too much of himself.
15 minutes have passed. Khedira is making his way forward. Hits the ball. It's a fine save.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
Khedira, you got the man there, that's a free kick. Surely a goal, possibility here, a fine stop by the keeper.
And that wasn't exactly a routine save, he still had an awful lot to do to keep that out. Superb.
Pumps it upfield. He goes alone. Sanchez. Adriano plays a long ball forward. Sergio Ramos is there to intercept. Real Madrid have possession again. Casemiro sprinting through the middle. That'll be a throw-in. He's got possession now, maybe a chance. He was certainly caught there, but was it inside the box? No, the referee indicates that the offence took place outside the area, and it's only a free kick. Will he go direct here? Adriano!
Just as well the defender was on hand to mop up the loose ball.
No, that wasn't the best of passes. Ramendi has gone in hard there, maybe too hard. Khedira is all over him. On his own. The keeper pushes it away. Plenty of options. Who's he looking to pick out? The keeper's got it. Pumps it upfield. Sanchez. Bale has it back now. Here's Isco. Long ball forward, quickly closed down. Sergio Ramos. Now Morata. Nacho Fernandez. The ball is with Khedira. A really impressive run through. Khedira. Khedira's cross. And the cross is cleared. It's a decent hit. A rasping drive. Thumps it long. Khedira. And he tries from long distance. Sanchez. Adriano thumps it long. Isco. Bale, who a few moments ago made his mark on this game. Could it be a chance? Real Madrid have scored. That could well turn out to be the winner they've been looking for. It just couldn't have been placed any better. Real Madrid now up by a goal.
Yeah, there's such a consistency about his movement and his work rate that it's the platform for everything else he does, for all his attacking instincts, and he's just a very tidy goal scorer.
Looking to play on the break. Sanchez. Bale plays it long. And the return ball towards the centre. Oh, and he's blasted it! They hit it long now. Rafael Varane is in position to intercept. He's going on his own. Ramendi. Khedira. He moves in swiftly. Feeds a long ball into space. Not a threat, that shot.
I think he's done very well to get into such a good position in front of the goal, but he just couldn't put in the telling touch.
He takes aim and hits it!
That's just great pace to get back in position from Bale.
Sanchez. Isco. Bale. He tried going it alone, but without success. Sanchez. He got the man there, that's a free kick. And that is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for the tackle. Put him under pressure now, you just can't go around diving in for challenges like that.
That was totally unnecessary. He needs to realise what he can and can't do before he makes decisions like that.
Now maybe, shooting opportunity.
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Here's Morata. Oh, he's having a go! From distance, it lacked accuracy.
Bale showed great dribbling ability then, but he obviously has to work on his end product, because if he improves on that, he'll be almost unstoppable.
Here's Isco. Hits it. Adriano. Going forward. Nacho Fernandez wins the battle and emerges with the ball. Here's Morata. Chance to counter-attack here. He's trying his luck. He had the range, but not the accuracy.
Well, there wasn't much on for him, so it was worth a shot. It was worth a try from there.
Sergio Ramos knocks it forward. Adriano looking to receive the ball. Break could be on. Ramendi. Bale. He's having a crack.
That's really good instinct for the game. Very good positionally and wonderful covering from Morata.
Looking to play on the break. Ramendi with the crucial intervention. Adriano. Ramendi. Here's Morata. Now Isco. Tries it from long range. Casemiro plays it long. Sanchez. Real Madrid have possession again. Now Morata. Adriano has it back now. Sanchez. Kicked off. Oh, lovely feet. Hits it.
Well, I thought he was onside, but the decision is for the referee's assistant.
Pumps it upfield. Sanchez puts a stop to the attack. No, that's not going anywhere. Vital interception there. Sanchez tried to play it through. A crucial intervention there. And that's come to nothing. Oh, well defended. He plays the ball out wide. A long ball into space. The goalkeeper's got a hold of it. Isco. The break is on. Slickly done that. We are entering stoppage time. Casemiro. And he's been given offside. A long ball forward. And there's the end to the first 45. So we saw 5 goals in that half. 3-2 the scoreline. The second half kicks off then. Now Isco. On his own. Here's Morata. He takes the opportunity to shoot. That's an admirable save.
And that's a really instinctive stop too. Great reflexes to make it happen. I thought he showed class there.
And that's gone straight to the keeper. The forward push gains momentum. Here's Morata. A shot! Here's a cross. The keeper coming in and making the catch. No way through there. Well within his range. Morata. Moving forwards. And he's given away a free kick. Good clearance there. Slides it through. It's a threatening through ball. Here's a shot. Steals it. Rafael Varane with some good covering. That's a throw. Poor ball that's intercepted. He couldn't get it cleanly and it's a foul. Morata.
Oh, that's really lovely play. I think to be able to combine good technique while beating his man is a quality not too many can boast.
Play surges forward. A shot! Keeper gets a hand on it. And that's a foul. Yep, referee's gone to his pocket. It's a yellow for a fairly careless challenge he didn't really have to make. Could have been another colour too. Certainly some sections of the crowd think red would have been more appropriate.
Listen, some players just don't think about the consequences of launching themselves into trouble, and that was a classic example.
Here's Isco. Neatly played, and suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Opportunity for a goal. He's unlucky not to score there.
Well, to be honest, I thought it was a good enough effort to go in, only for the post to get in the way. I mean, this game can be very tough on you at times.
Khedira has a hold of him. It's through. Sergio Ramos with a great example of how to cover. Isco. He goes alone. A foul, a fairly easy decision for the referee. He'll be disappointed with that.
Well, he's a confident lad, but I'm sure a shot from that far out wasn't the best option.
Adriano. Isco. Ramendi. Now through to Isco. He got the man there, that's a free kick. The referee shows him the yellow card. Didn't go for the ball, just took the player out. Might consider himself a tad lucky not to see red.
Well, you can justify a foul if it's a decent and honest attempt to get the ball, but that was totally unnecessary.
Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. Here's Isco. Pumps it upfield. Here's Morata. It's a good hit. A fine reaction save. Oh, that's a vital stop.
Well, the last line of defence came to the rescue when the lines in front were looking too clever. Good stop. Look, he's not going to need an invitation to smash one from that sort of range, and I just think it's risky business for a team to just sit there and watch him pull the trigger like that. It could fly in the top corner.
He can't be too happy with that.
That's a pretty powerful effort, because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
Now Isco. That will be a goal kick. A long ball forward. Ramendi. Here's Isco. Sanchez. Now Morata. He's going on his own. He drives it. It's a really good try, but no goal.
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and you'd always favour the keeper in that instance.
Slickly done that. It's an opportunity. Nearly, but in football terms, nearly is nowhere.
Oh, listen, I think you can understand at times that the pace of the game pressures players into split-second decisions, and sometimes they just make the wrong one, and I think he would have been better placed in that.
Real Madrid have got possession back. Real Madrid have possession again. Now Morata. Casemiro has a hold of him. Isco. Easy pickings, really. Now Morata. Ramendi. Now maybe shooting opportunity. Oh, it's come off the upright. No, possession lost. Adriano. Now a chance for a cross from the flank. Up to Nodit. Really good try, but no goal.
But when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Knocks it long. Here's Isco. Adriano. Fabio Coentrao cuts out what was really a sloppy pass. He tried going it alone, but without success. Here's Isco. Challenge deemed unfair, foul given. And that is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for the tackle. Just put him under pressure now, you just can't go around diving in for challenges like that. Ah, intercepted. Bale. The ball has crossed the line and it's a throw.
That's just great pace to get back in position from Morata.
Now through to Isco. He gets his shot away. Tremendous from Isco. 2 goals to the good and they're set fair. What are your thoughts on the goal, Jim Beglin?
Look, if you defend so carelessly, it's going to prove costly. And to afford that sort of room to somebody, what are they expecting? To get away with it? It's not going to happen.
They now lead by 2.
Yeah, they may well be 2 up now, but the beauty of this game is that it can all change in a flash.
He's been dispossessed. Ball stolen.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there. Didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. And I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes much less an issue.
Yet another goal. They lead by 3, and that may just about be that. That is simply unsavable. A brace of goals for him now. They get us underway, now 3 goals behind. A timely intervention. Sanchez. Adriano. Morata. Sanchez takes advantage of a poor pass. Bale. An opportunity for Real Madrid. Adriano. Casemiro is all over him. Here's Morata. The forward push gains momentum. He'll take it on from here. It had the range, but not the accuracy.
Well, that was a very decent shot from distance. You know, a little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort, though.
That's a threatening through ball. Whacks it. Now, surely. Can he now find a finish? Tries to slide it past the defence. Bale wins the battle and emerges with the ball. And he hits it. From distance, it lacked accuracy.
Well, that was a very decent shot from distance. You know, a little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort, though.
Surely a goal, and the chance accepted with some aplomb. They're now back within 2. How about that?
When you can produce a first touch that is as good as that, you're on a winner. And it was all done with consummate ease. That's just lovely to watch. A beautiful flow.
They restart with the deficit now narrowed to 2.
That's really good instinct for the game, very good positionally and wonderful covering from Morata.
Fabio Coentrao going forward. Sanchez. Rafael Varane, quickly closed down. Isco. He goes alone. That wasn't the best of passes, really. Adriano. Nacho Fernandez. Opportunity maybe for a shot here. And that could have been it.
And if they don't get the job done from here, he'll look back on that moment and know he should have made it a 3-goal cushion. Should have finished things off. Look, they've got to be careful with that because any player who gets a sniff of goal from that range might be just able to come up with something special in the moment. So it's not good policy to stand back and admire that. They really have to work together to get to that quicker.
Thumps it long. Bale. Adriano. Sanchez. He plays it through, out towards the corner flag. Bale takes advantage of a poor pass. Casemiro has it back now. Sanchez.
That's just great pace to get back in position from Morata.
A chance to counter-attack here. Pumps it upfield. He's looking to play it into the channel. Isco. Now a chance for Morata. Adriano. Isco. The break is on. Cleared away from immediate danger. And that's been intercepted. Neatly played.
Well, he just ran down a cul-de-sac then. No wonder he lost the ball.
He's trying something special. Adriano. We're into the last 5 minutes. And a strike from distance.
That's really good instinct for the game, very good positionally and wonderful covering from Morata.
Nacho Fernandez. Moving forwards. That'll be a throw. Looks like a change is in order. There's a player there waiting to come on.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
That's a weak shot. He couldn't get it cleanly, and it's a foul. Ida Ramendi. Play surges forward. And that won't be making it through. Bale. Kedira. Could it be a chance? Here's Isco. Drives it in. Another goal. They have a 3-goal advantage, and that should be enough. There's the benefit of pinpoint accuracy.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
What a way to complete a hat-trick.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
They now enjoy a 3-goal lead. Manu Del Moral. He didn't have any luck with the through ball there.
Look, if he wants that ball to make it, then he has to pass it with a bit more zip. I think he knew as soon as it left his boot it was going to be cut out. Just lacked a little more power.
He wants to get a cross in from here. Whistle goes. Referee just gives the throw. The break is on. Isco going forward, and he goes for goal. From distance, it lacked accuracy. Opportunity maybe for a shot here. Rafael Varane with some good covering. One last chance perhaps. He's had a real go. Sanchez. Pedera knocks it forward. Thou shalt not pass seems to be the message. Pedera. Here's Isco. Morata has got hold of. He hits it. That's it. The match is over. Their opponents must be feeling like they were hit by a tornado. They were ripped apart time and again by the movement and passing up front.
Well, some matches you just don't want to end, and that was one of them for me. You couldn't predict what was going to happen next. It was a great game.
So all that remains is for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us. That is the conclusion of this afternoon's broadcast.